right, we're talking about 5G, and who better to start us off is Mr. Future G himself. Tom, tell us the state of what's going on over there at the Department of Defense and what you all are focusing your attention on right now as far as a broad spectrum.
Yeah, hey, thanks, and thanks for having me here. We're the Future G office, so we're really looking, forward into the next generation of technology. So we've been coordinating across the department for the last 4 or 5 years now on 5G technologies. We started off kind of really focused just on 5G. We were able to push a significant amount of funding out of the department to help spur on what's going on in the community, in the industry. And then what we'll be getting into throughout the course of this conversation, I want to talk more about what's coming next. That's really what we're focused on, what we're excited about. But to go back to where the department is on 5G, it's come a long way. When 5G first came out, we were all excited about it. We were focused on how to integrate, engage with the kind of commercial industry on how to use these technologies effectively for the department's interests. And so with that, we've talked a lot about the different experiments that we've done across the United States. We've been doing a lot of international work with our combatant commands, the geographic combatant commands around the world, and really started to push the 5G concept and technologies out there. So a couple of things that I wanted to talk about today on what 5G looks like for us. One of the things is a lot of work with joint and interoperability among partner nations and joint force operations. How do we engage with the traditional military communications and tactical networks that we've historically had a significant amount of work on? Issues that deal with the department's challenges when it comes to executing our warfighting and peacekeeping operations, as we are a global force that operates pretty much anywhere you can think of. And so one of those things is, all right, so we've got these partner forces, everybody brings their own radios to the field. How do we make sure that they're working together and interoperating? And what new technologies can we bring to bear? Right, 5G was a great revolution in software-defined networking in a commercial infrastructure and commercial technologies. So we built this thing called the Scalable, Interoperable, Resilient 5G, or SUR 5G program. That's been mostly focused on our work with our NATO allies and how do we make sure that we're providing that joint force operations with that concept of interoperability and take advantage of these new technologies. So when you think about that one, it's if you have 5G infrastructure out there, and then we can add on features to it that allow us to do that kind of military engagement. And so we've built up this construct with our NATO partners where we can add 5G secure roaming, which allows every country force to have their own security, own authentication, own kind of sovereign independence as far as how they manage the users on the network, but then using that construct to actually fuse them together. So that's one of the issues we come to is we can bring our own devices into the construct, connect them all together. But more importantly, we tie in tactical radios. We're using interfaces in 5G that commercial industry uses for Wi-Fi to offload connectivity off to the unlicensed bands. Well, that interface is really flexible, so we've tied in tactical radios to that. So now, depending on the risk factor or the operational stance that we want to have when we deploy, we can tie together within the areas where using 5G is safe and secure. But then as we go into more contested and congested environments, we can switch that off to our tactical systems. So it's a really flexible architecture and using that kind of software-defined nature of 5G in order to bridge these systems together. We've experimented.
I think that